Alright, so today is the first video in this series I'm going to be doing on repairing the window channel in my 1965 Delta 88. This is a full-size B-body GM car. Back window setup is very similar, or should I say identical, to the 65 Impala. So for anybody that owns a 65 Impala, you're probably going to be able to use this as well. I don't intend for this to be a, ideal replacement video. This is not an ideal repair. This is a running, driving car. I drive it every day to work, but I'm getting a lot of water in the trunk and also some up in the cabin coming in underneath the rear seat as well, because as you can probably see if I move it closely, and I'm sorry for the video quality, there are holes in the window channel where I'm sticking my finger here. It's kind of filled with rubber. I don't know if you guys can see that, but a lot of this is really, really rusty, and even up on the sides here, it's not so bad, but especially on the driver hand side, there's pinholes. Like, that's a pretty big one right there. I could probably punch through that with my fingernail. There's a pretty big hole right there where any rain that goes into the trim is going to go right into that hole into the trunk. So first thing we're going to do is just clean this up with razor blade. I got myself a toolkit, hobbyist knife kit from Shopko for $5, and just started scraping all this crap away. I'm guessing the previous owner just squirted a bunch of filler in there, because there's a whole bunch of rubber covering the trim clips, and pretty much just filling up most of this channel, but unfortunately didn't bond very well to the actual metal, so it didn't prevent rust buildup. So this is just showing the starting point. Basically, we'll work on we're going to take this down with a wire wheel and just knock off as much of the surface rust as possible. If I punch through these holes, that's okay. Basically, what we're going to be doing is cleaning all this up, and then we're going to get this sanded down nice and smooth. If there's holes, that's fine. I'm not going to worry about the holes. And then we're going to treat this with vinegar water, 3 to 1 parts of vinegar water. Sand it again to get rid of the rust. We're going to shoot some inhibitor on it, and then we're going to fill this and make sort of a fiberglass mold over where this should be complete metal. And my hope is that once we make a fiberglass mold in here, then I can fill it with a small amount of rubber just to seal the bottom half of this window up right here, because it's just sort of sitting on the rubber right now. And that way we can, I'll at least be able to make it through the next couple of years without having a whole bunch of water building up underneath the rear seat and in the trunk. So stay tuned.